If you thought you'd seen the last of Kamala Harris, think again. The presidential candidate will most probably be back campaigning for POTUS in 2028, according to a new poll. Democrats and Democrat-leaning independents were polled by Morning Consult, and the results were surprising. When asked who they would support if the 2028 presidential primary was today, 36% voted for Kamala Harris, 10% voted for Pete Buttigieg, and 5% voted for AOC, Tim Walz, and Gavin Newsom. Kamala Harris has kept a low profile since her thumping loss to Donald Trump at the last election, staying out of the spotlight and not discussing her plans for a second run at the presidency. And whilst Kamala Harris has kept a low profile, her 2024 vice presidential candidate, Tim Walz, has been more vocal than ever. It seems as though Walz has started early campaigning, positioning himself as the masculine face of the Democrats.
You got to respect people you disagree with, and you can't just dismiss people.
How do you fight it?
This notion
I think
of
I could kick most of their ass. I do think that if they wanted to. I know I can outrun them, but I don't know if we're going to fall into that place where we want to. Okay, we challenge you to a WWE fight here type of thing.
Counter but it's a natural reaction. I think it's one of the reasons we're losing so many men. And again, it's multi-ethnic. It's not just white men. We're losing them. We're losing them to these guys online. We're losing them to people that I'm bringing on this podcast as well. That's why I brought.
These are bad guys, though. These are bad guys.
But they exist, and we could deny they exist. They exist. Not only they exist, they persist.
Walz is also on a warpath against Elon Musk, attacking the billionaire every chance he gets.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, and take out, just telling you.
He then dug himself deeper into a hole trying to backpedal the offensive remarks, but only made things even worse.
This guy bugs me in a way that is probably unhealthy, and but I have to be careful about being a smartass. I was making a joke. These people have no sense of humor. They are the most literal people. But my point was they're all mad, and I, said something I didn't, probably shouldn't have about a company. He is agreed. So I make the case. They're all butthurt about the Tesla thing, but they don't care the disrespect they have shown to employees at the Minneapolis VA who care for our veterans, and they fire them. They don't care.
Commentators blasted Walz, with this person saying, Tim Walz said he was totally joking when he celebrated Tesla stock going down, says Elon Musk makes him unhealthy. The comment came after Walz apparently didn't realize his own pension plan owns Tesla stock. This guy is the biggest moron ever nominated as VP. Truly impressive. This commentator agrees, saying, Tesla employs hundreds of people in Minnesota where Tim Walz is the governor. Imagine being one of those employees and you see your governor cheering for you to lose your job. These people are pathetic. But Tim Walz's remarks aren't getting under the skin of the Republicans, with White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt slamming the former VP candidate.
One more on Tesla, Caroline. Tim Walz, Governor Walz, saying last night he frequently checks Tesla stock. In doing so, to quote, give me a little boost during the day. How should Americans view politicians who take pride in the downfall of an American car company?
I think that's quite sad, but I think Governor Walz unfortunately is living a sad existence after his devastating defeat on November 5th.
And it seems even the Democrats' own congresspeople are abandoning the side, with former Congressman Dean Phillips blasting what the party has become with people like Walz at the helm.
I really don't recognize my party. I don't recognize its principles. I surely don't see any leadership. I don't want to give full credit to President Trump for breaking the Democratic Party, but it surely is in disarray and, most importantly, completely rudderless. And what I saw my governor and friend Tim Walz say today was appalling. And I don't want to demean any individual directly, but I'm just shocked that someone who should know better read the room so poorly. I liked him for a long time.
Yeah.
But this is nonsense. And by the way, and just as you said earlier, what you said about cheering the tanking of Tesla stock, you know, not only does that hurt a lot of Minnesotans who have their money in pension funds, it hurts Tesla employees. This is one of the world's foremost innovative companies based in the United States of America. No elected official should ever demean an American company like that. It's nonsensical. And then to call him a South African Nepo baby. He's an American citizen for 20 years. He's built some of the most extraordinary companies in the world. And call him what you will. You can disagree with his initiative, Doja. But my goodness, you know, for my party to be, should be condemning it, should not be celebrating it. I'm really appalled right now and shocked.
But not everyone is so critical of the Democrats. Rusted-on liberals like Rosie O'Donnell, who fled America for Ireland after Trump's win, is still suggesting the election needs to be investigated.
You know, a lot of people did vote for him.
Yes.
Do you accept their right to do that and their opinion of him?
Well, I respect their right to do that. I question why the first time in American history a president has won every swing state and is also best friends, and his largest donor was a man who owns and runs the internet. So I would hope that that would be investigated and that we would see whether or not it was an anomaly or something else that happened on election night in America when Kamala Harris was filling up stadiums with people who supported her, and Donald Trump was not able to do that. So it's curious to me. And as an American and a believer in democracy, I would hope that we would be able to look at all of the reasons why this happened in our country.